Observe the pattern here. Look at this square. This is, how many squares are there? There is one square only. So now if the edge is 1, what will be the area? So I am writing the edge here and then area here. So if edge is 1, then area will be 1 square. Now here you can see that edge is 2, then the area will be 2 square. Here what is the edge? 1, 2, 3, and the area is 3 square. So can you look for a pattern here? Here it is 1, 2, 3, here it is 1 square, 2 square and 3 square. Now look at this. This is A, then I have left B, then C, then I have left D, E, I have left G, F, then G, H छोड़ देंगे, then I will get I, and so on. So here again I am following a pattern. Now look at this. The first number is 1, then I have 1 by 2, then I have 1 by 4, then I have 1 by 8. What should be the next number? It is 1 by 16. What will be the next number? That will be 1 by 32, and so on. So looking at the pattern only, you can identify what will come in the series or the sequence next. Now here I will make you understand the difference between the sequence and series. So what is a sequence? If I write 1, 2, 3, 4, then I am following a pattern and this is called a sequence. And if I write 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, then this is called series. So series is actually sum of the sequence. Series is actually sum of sequence, right? So you have to understand the difference between the two. Now here what we are going to study in this chapter. In this chapter I'll make you understand what is arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression. Let us have a look at this example. 100 followed by 70 followed by 40 followed by 10. What should be the next number? So what I am actually doing here, I am subtracting 30, then again subtracting 30, then again subtracting 30. Now what will be the next number? It will be minus 20. Then what will be the next number? It will be minus 50. So this is what I am doing here. Now suppose if I write 10, then I write 18, then I write 26, then I write 34, then what should be done next? So what are we doing here? We are adding 8 to the number to get the next number. So this is plus 8. Now what will be the next number? 34 and 8 will be 42, and this is how I am getting the next number of the sequence. So I am following a definite pattern. What is that definite pattern? I am adding something and adding something, and that something has to be constant. Adding something that has to be a constant. So here I mean to say that I have a number which is defined by A, then I am adding D to it, it makes it A plus D, then it is A plus 2D, again add D, so A plus 3D, again add D, so it is A plus 4D, and so on. So here A is called first term of the series. First term of the series. D is called common difference. Common difference. And as I have told you earlier also, this common difference has to be a constant. Once you have decided that half is the common difference, it has to be half only. Once you have decided 0.5 is the common difference, 0.2 is the common difference, root 3 is the common difference, it has to be same only. Suppose if I write first number as 3, then second number as 3 plus root 3, then third number is 3 plus 2 root 3, then the next number as 3 plus 3 root 3, and so on. So what is the first term here? The first term here is 3. What is the first term here? 100. What is the first term here? 10. Now what am I adding to get the next number? It is root 3. Root 3. So what is the common difference in this first sequence? It is minus 30. What is the common difference in the second one? It is root 3. What is the common difference in the third one? It is 8 because I am adding 8 to get the next number. So this is called common difference, which is constant. Common difference for the first series is minus 30, for the second sequence is root 3, and for the third one it is plus 8. Now let us find out this term. This is called T1, the first term of the series. This is called T2, the second term of the series. This is called T3, the third term of the series. This is called T4, the fourth term of the series. So now we'll just find out what will be the nth term of the series. So we have written T3 is a plus 2d. So T4 will be a plus 3d. Now look at this very carefully. When there is 2, तो d के आगे क्या नंबर लिखा है 1. When it is 3, तो d के आगे क्या नंबर लिखा है 2. When it is 4, तो d के आगे क्या नंबर लिखा है 3. When it is 1, तो can I write this as a plus 0d. So d के आगे क्या नंबर लिखा है 0. So that means if I have to write T10, then it will be a plus, एक कम लिखना है 9d. So if it is T20, then I have to write a plus 19d. एक कम लिखा है. T35, then it will be a plus 34d. एक कम लिखना है. T100 will be a plus 99d. एक कम लिखा है. Okay, now come to a variable. Tn will be a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is the formula for nth term of the series. Nth term of the series, and that is also known as the sometimes last term of the series, and is denoted by an also. It is denoted by L also. So L, or the last term of the series, is given by a plus n minus 1 into d, where a is the first term of the series, n is number of terms of the series, and d is the common difference. Now suppose we have to check whether this series is AP or not. So I'll write it is T1, this is T2, T3, T4, and so on. So we'll find out T2 minus T1. This is how we are supposed to check. So it is 4 minus 2. The answer is 2. Then we'll find out T3 minus T2. So it is 8 minus 4, that is 4. So T2 minus T1 is not equal to T3 minus T2, or we can say that common difference nahi hai. So this series is not forming an AP. Okay. Now let us have one more example. 0, minus 4, minus 8, minus 12, and so on. So T1, T2, T3, T4, and so on. So again find T2 minus T1. Minus 4 minus 0. So that gives me minus 4. Then we have T3 minus T2, which is equal to minus 8 minus of minus 4. So T3 minus T2 kiya, I'll get minus 8 plus 4, that makes it minus 4. I'll check one more, T4 minus T3. So that will be minus 12 minus of minus 8, and that makes it minus 4. So I can write that T2 minus T1 is equal to T3 minus T2 is equal to T4 minus T3, and that is equal to D, which is a constant term, minus 4. Hence it forms an AP. Okay, I'll ask you one more example. If the series is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and so on, is it AP? Yes, because I am adding 0 to get the next term. So what is the common difference in this AP? The common difference in this AP is 0. So this is also forming AP.